This is going to be your overseeder. I know it looks similar to a dethatcher. The thing that's going to separate it is going to be this panel up here in the front where the seed would go. And also the blades are a little bit different. The other ones are free hanging on a dethatcher. These are a solid blade. We'll go ahead and start with our basic service on this, which is the motor service. We're going to check the fuel. It needs to be at the 3/4 marker. We're going to come to the front after we make sure the engine is level. When we determine that the engine is level, which this one looks a little bit cockeyed, bring it down just a little bit. The easiest way to do this is use the depth controller for this thing. Once you get your engine level, what you're going to do is loosen the cap up. And your oil just needs to be right there at the lip, right before it starts to come out. Next, after I do the oil, I generally check the air filter. Just 2 wing nuts. This thing to do is usually throw them up in the cup. We're going to be checking for a few things on this. We're going to be checking the top here to make sure our rubber seat's good. This is what helps keep the dust and dirt and water out of the carburetor system. Next, we're going to be walking around this to look for the check for damage in the outer filter. If it's damaged, then we need to go ahead and change it. After that, we can tap this out. Make sure we can see right through the elements. After we determined everything is good, we're going to reinstall the outer filter on this. Make sure this thing gets seated around there properly. When we're putting this on, we need to inspect to make sure this rubber ring's down here. Sometimes it can come off on the bottom of the filter. It'll fall on the ground, you won't see it, but when you're putting it back on, just double check and make sure that's here. This is what keeps the water and dirt out of the carburation system. Just kind of put that around there. Okay. After we get the air filter on, I generally check the pull cord assembly on these. Pull this all the way out. Check from bottom to top. Check this torn or it's got any tears in it. You need to replace it. There's a video on how to restring a pull cord assembly if you need to look at that. Over here on the side, this is where we're going to check our belts. This one takes a 9/16 to take it off, the belt cover. Okay. You can check for stretching by engaging your side lever here. Some of these overseeders may be a little bit different. They may have a different engage system. Some of them have a cable. But you get the principle of it. You just want to check and make sure when it's pulled tight that you got good tension here. And we're going to reinstall the cover. Sure when you install this it's not rubbing on anything.